What's going on, guys? Bo with the Doghouse Outdoors back again, and this is going to be a quick little video. I was tagged by Jason Williams, and the tag was, what are 3 of your most sentimental knives? Well, I got to looking around. I actually have 3, but I don't have the 3rd one in my possession. The 3rd one is one of my grandpa's knives, and whenever he passed away, my grandma gave the preacher that preached his funeral a $50 bill and one of his knives. Well, he didn't want to take that, you know, he wanted to do it for free, but she insisted and blah blah blah. Well, he's gonna give me the knife back. He asked me the other day, he didn't have it with him, and I ain't actually got to see him to get it back off of him. So that will be one of them. So whenever I get it, I'll show it to you. But my first one is this. It's an Imperial, just a single blade. It actually says Copenhagen on it, on the blade. And I have had this knife since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. We had this store down from the house, and it was called the Sundry Store, and it was kind of like a dollar store maybe, but one of the first first kind of dollar stores. That was back before they was around. And anyway, they had, if you bought so many cans of backer, or if you had so many points, it's kind of like in Marlboro miles, but you could get this knife. Well, I went in there and I seen this knife, and I went on to Mom and went on to Mom and went on to Mom, and she's like, well, you gotta buy backer and you don't chew backer. So anyway, she had a friend that worked down there at the store, and they ended up getting me one. So I've had that thing since, probably, like I said, 5 or 6, probably 25 years old, I bet. Every bit of it. And I've used it and used it and used it. I had a little orange string on it, but that ended up breaking. But that's my number 1 most sentimental knife. My number 2 is this. It's a Buck 422X, the Buck Light edition. And reason why it is because my dad gave that to me. I was helping him one day, and we was out in his building messing around, cleaning up. It's been a while back, and anyway, we run upon this knife, and I remember when he got it, he bought it in an auction. I think he gave it like $5 or $10 for it in an auction, and just had it in his toolbox ever since. And just a super awesome knife, real light. Come with this cool camo case. But anyway, he gave it to me, so it's just a, real sentimental. It's got a lot of sentimental value. And then the 3rd one I'm going to show you is not a knife, but it is one of my sentimental ones. It's my carpenter's hatchet. I've actually been redoing it. I'm going to polish the head up real good, and I took the red. If you watched my VR to Kevin's Adventures, it had a red handle, but I took all that off, and I'm going to sand it all down and take boiled linseed oil and do the handle up, and then, like I said, polish the head up real good, and then I'm going to put me a little guard on it here, get me a little leather guard and put on it. I might put a lanyard hold on it, I don't know. But this was my papa's. He had this thing forever. I think it was his dad's, and it's just been in the family for a long time, and it's one of my favorites. I'm, like I said, redoing it that way I can use it as one of my camp axes. But well, anyway, that was my 3, and I guess I got to tag 3 people. Actually, what I'll do is I'll run some credits and put the tags in at the end, because I'm not exactly for sure who's done the video and all that. So I'll find out, and I'll put the tags on at the end of the video in the credits. Guys, this has been Bo with the Doghouse Outdoors, and I sure appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all the support. Catch you guys on the flip flop.